the I Like Wrestling podcast.
You see what I did there?
Are you gonna start?
Oh, yeah.
Are you real right now?
The greatest general manager.
Jesus. I'll allow it.
That's peon moves.
Yep, I like wrestling.
Greetings from parts unknown. My name is Sonny Sofrito, and today I am joined by
Your very unfriendly neighborhood glamazon, Tara Marie.
and I'm also joined today by
Aramis, LaPaz, the wolf of wrestling.
and today we're here for episode 53, guys. And we're going to be discussing Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Survivor Series. But before we get there, let me just let you guys know our viewing parties are now at Jack Dempsey's Restaurant and Pub, located at 36 West 33rd Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. We're going to be doing it up big time with NXT TakeOver War Games viewing party on Saturday, November 17th, as well as a Survivor Series viewing party on Sunday, November 18th. It's going to be a big party. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we got some surprises in store for you. So make sure you join us. And for all events, you can check us out, yepilw.eventbrite.com. Reserve your table and let us know you're coming. We're going to have a lot of specials and a lot of good stuff going on. So, not that that's out the way.
Well, let's kick it off with Raw.
So you already know I want to start talking about Raw because my girl Becky Lynch got injured by my other girl Nia, and I have a lot of mixed feelings right now.
Before we get to that, let's get through the rest of the stuff.
Oh my god, there was nothing else on Raw. What else happened?
Well, you know what? Let's treat the other stuff that happened on Raw as appetizers, and Becky and Nia as the main course.
You don't even have appetizers. You have a chicken pot pie that goes to a chicken pot pie. Like, there's not.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way I started off is that I started off with a smaller chicken pot pie first.
Oh, okay.
And then I finish it off with a bigger chicken pot pie.
Oh, okay. So you do like Tamina, and then you go to Nia. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, I would say Zelina, then Tamina, then Nia.
There's 3 chicken pot pies now.
Yeah, well, you know, I gotta gradually get up to the big dish.
Oh, got it.
The main meal.
Exactly.
The big dish.
What's going to be your dessert? Which is your dessert?
I don't want to get stabbed, so I'm gonna leave that one alone.
It's gonna be Mandy.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh wow, I'm calling Allison.
Yeah, Sonya's been looking really good. Sonya Deville.
She don't even like your kind.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Wow.
Sonya Deville is really
She
gorgeous.
on the same team. She ain't with it.
I know that, but yo, the more I see Sonya Deville, like, it's funny.
You always want what you can't have.
Yeah, of course. But Sonya Deville, the more times I see her with less makeup, the more attractive I find her to be.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah, like, she's naturally pretty.
Oh, that's nice. I am not. Catch me on Sunday at Jack Dempsey's with a full face of makeup. Holla at me.
And with that said, let's start off with Raw. So, the show started off with Stephanie in the ring. Well, actually, it started off with a tag team battle royal, which didn't make any sense. That didn't even resolve anything because Braun Strowman fucked that whole shit up. Then Stephanie came out. Then Baron Corbin came out. Then Ronda Rousey came out.
Yeah.
And then Baron Corbin got flipped, and Braun Strowman has an eventual Universal Championship match.
Yeah, I mean, it was a weird way to start it. I'm used to the dialogue when they first start, like, you know, somebody comes out and then talks about their master evil plan, and then you know, it's like Mojo Jojo comes out and he tells the Powerpuff Girls everything he's gonna do, and then we see that, and then we'll get into the fights. Like, it started off weird.
And then you have Bubbles that says, "I'm hardcore."
Exactly. Side note: he watches the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I was just
Yo, fuck
he's
that.
like 70 though.
Yo,
you know,
listen,
like,
man,
Jojo.
the hell with you, man. And listen, Powerpuff Girls. Shout out to Tara Strong. She's the voice of a lot of characters, and
I
she's
love her.
amazing.
She's amazing. She's so sweet too.
Yeah, if you ever
Great name. Really like her name.
And what's funny is that that's her legal name.
Yeah.
Tara Strong.
Yes, she is.
By the way, we're talking about a voice actor who does a lot of voices for a lot of cartoons. So yes, we're nerds for other things aside from wrestling.
Oh yeah, they heard your Comic-Con episode. It's fine.
Oh yeah. I'm a geek. Sorry, but anyway, so all that happened. Then we had Tamina defeating Ember Moon, which I still don't understand. Feel free to chime in whenever you guys want.
Yeah, I'm still like,
See,
the beginning is like a blur, right? Is that what it is? Because like,
I mean, was it the end that crazy that we just forgot everything that happened at the beginning of Raw?
yeah.
It was uneventful. Like the beginning it's almost like it was just.
Its own separate show.
Yeah, exactly. It was 2 separate shows.
The studio audience, guys.
So
Yeah, I just wasn't invested.
Yeah, it was kind of like watching paint dry.
I mean, I'd never want to talk ill about ladies wrestling because you know how I feel about that. I'm like, the minute we start talking crap about it, it's going to disappear. So, yes, it was a great match or whatever, and I love seeing Ember fight, but it's just, where are we going with this?
No emotional
Yeah,
connection.
I'm not connected to it yet.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
I just feel like they're just building for these women tag teams that they're going to try to shove down our throats, and Nia and Tamina are going to be like that women's tag team. Like,
Well, yeah,
because no one came out to help Ember yet. Sooner or later, somebody's going to come help her.
Who do you think that's going to be?
Who would help Ember? I don't know. Maybe Alicia, but that'd be horrible. Unless they bring up one of the NXT girls like Bianca Belair or something.
That's a possibility.
Because you know they love to keep dark girls with dark girls. Like they're they're never gonna have a blonde chick help her. It's gonna be.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Too. I was thinking one of one of the Usos, the wife of the.
Oh,
Uso?
like Naomi, but she's
on
a SmackDown.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but
I mean, what other dark skin?
The Rock's daughter.
Oh damn!
Whoa!
I got high hopes, guys.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
I
was about
think
to
so.
say,
She's gonna be getting beat the fuck down for a while.
How about that? Doesn't she got to go to NXT first?
No, she's there now. It's just that it's gonna take her a while. Well, she's in the performance center, and then she has to go to NXT.
NXT,
So that's
exactly.
what I'm saying. Amber's gonna be getting beat the hell up for a while.
Waiting for someone to come save her.
Yeah.
If it's Pebbles.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so then we had Dean Ambrose.
Oh, this was horrible.
Yeah, burning his Shield gear to be like, I don't want to be with you no more.
Yeah.
I have nothing. I have no words.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
They don't know where they're going with this, and neither do I.
They don't.
So let's move on.
Yeah.
Then we had Finn Balor defeat Dolph Ziggler to be named to the Raw men's Survivor team. The men's.
You want to try that again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn Balor defeating Dolph Ziggler to be named to the Raw men's Survivor Series team. So, are you happy with that, Tara?
No. Next.
Why? Why?
You know how I feel about Dolph Ziggler. I don't know. I just really don't. It's a team of heels, and like Finn Balor's like the only one that's gonna be like face on that team. You might as well just kept in a bunch of heels.
That
Right.
makes a good point. That
Yeah.
makes a good point. It's true.
True.
And why would they do that?
They needed somebody to keep the kids in.
And they also like to shit on Dolph.
Yeah, any chance they get. My poor Dolph, like, will never get his shine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's
I don't
fine.
even care at this point.
he's got a budding stand-up comedy.
He's still
career.
making his money. It's fine.
Yeah, he has a stand-up comedy career coming.
It's really good. Don't
it?
try to play him.
Is
Yes,
it?
yes, he's a really good comedian. I will kill you.
Oh, well, I saw him on At Midnight, which was no longer on anymore. But I was really not impressed. But anyway,
Nobody cares about what you think is funny, Sonny. Thank you. Moving on.
thanks a lot, Glamazon. Anyway, then we had Natalia beating up Ruby Riott. Was that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a thing.
I can't stand Natalia, so it's whatever. But the fact that Ruby Riott came out and she committed and she like shot her promo and she loved every single minute of breaking the sunglasses that were fake, and I don't understand why people were still crying. That was amazing, and I am here for it. The Riot Squad looked great. Everything about them is great. I don't care, and Natalia deserves to cry. Yeah, no.
Yo, I've never heard of anybody deserving to cry. Except me in the 5th grade when I had a bad report card. But then we had Bobby Roode and Chad Gable winning the tag team battle royal that was actually destroyed earlier in the show. And they're the captains of the Raw Survivor Series team.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
This is horrible. Whenever I see Bobby Roode, I'm gonna always think SmackDown. So it just makes no sense.
You know what's funny? I don't know if it was that I was drinking or if I was just doing other things, but I really don't remember any of this shit. And I watched Raw.
No, I remember this fight, but I just was like,
Yeah.
no.
I wasn't impressed, but I started to pay attention when Jinder Mahal came out and tried to interrupt Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. I think Paul Heyman was the one that actually caught my attention with his promo. Because I was watching it before, but I wasn't paying attention. And then
Damn, it's the end of the show.
when Paul Heyman came out,
It's the end of the show.
it's almost the end of the
It's
show.
almost the end of the show.
Like, honestly, we're kind of going through Raw really fast.
Yeah.
But
Aw, Teddy, we miss you.
yeah, Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of the freaking twins, man. Yo, them Singh brothers, I've never seen anybody fling
Get flung.
humans.
Yeah. Oh, the way Brock Lesnar does it.
Yeah, but are you guys excited for Brock Lesnar appearing at an actual pay-per-view?
No.
No, he's wrestling.
One word of answers.
We'll get to who he's wrestling in a
Yeah,
minute.
because
I mean, as of that moment, he was supposed to be wrestling AJ Styles, which I wasn't really impressed about.
Oh, God, it's such a snooze
you
fest.
you know why I'm not too into Brock Lesnar is because once they already made him as pretty much an unstoppable force, who they're gonna put against him?
So we're gonna welcome Beige Benoit to our dais,
Hey!
aka Stefan, and say
Hello. What's going on?
what's going on, man?
Glad to be back.
Yeah. Our sideline correspondent with the
The valet of Glamazon, feels
exactly.
Never, ever have I had a microphone ripped out of my hands before on this podcast. I have problems. Where's
Sorry.
Teddy? Tell
Sorry
Teddy to
about
come back. Wow, I am offended.
good. Guest benefits.
Wow.
You should be offended.
Medicaid, you don't get benefits here.
I'm partially employed here, so it's okay.
Oh shit.
Still don't get paid.
You still don't get paid.
Yeah.
Still unemployed.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Fun fact, Aramis, you don't get paid here. Nothing.
He paid me with water.
But I did get.
Well,
I
I'm
did
saying,
get
but that water was some good water, though, right?
I did get paid with these delicious wings from Jack Demsey on 33rd Street between 6th and 5th Avenue.
Yes, you
really
did.
good stuff. Definitely stop by this Saturday and this Sunday for both NXT War Games and Survivor Series. Shameless plug.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I was talking about Brock
Brock.
Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
That, of course, with their push to have anyone that's smaller than anyone that is capable of holding a good match against them takes away from the believability.
It's true. Like you alluded to, like Braun Strowman, like he had that one match at Crown Jewel, which was atrocious because it was literally four or five F5s, including one off the top rope,
Did you see?
like
Crown Jewel?
onto the floor.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, it was pretty much it was a burial of Braun Strowman, but it looked more like they were trying to make Braun look defiant by not getting pinned off of one F5
Yeah.
and now off of 5. But whatever, that's besides the point. We'll see how they try to build Brock Lesnar against anybody else, or who can actually beat him.
And here's the thing. So if Braun and Brock Lesnar already fought and Braun lost by taking 5 F5s,
Yep.
what is he going to do different now?
Well, you also have to remember that they're gonna play up the fact that Baron Corbin hit him with the belt at the beginning of the match.
That's true.
He lost to the 5 F5s after being hit with the belt. So it's kind of making them both on equal footing because it took Brock a lot to put him away, but at the same time,
Made Braun vulnerable.
it made Braun vulnerable, but vulnerable after so many.
F5s.
F5s.
And a hit by what, a belt it was?
Yeah, by a belt by
By
Baron
a
Corbin.
belt, yeah,
it was right at
exactly.
the beginning too.
So-
It's true.
All right. But again,
Who else?
who else?
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Lashley has size, but is he champion material?
Do me a favor, never say that around Teddy, please.
Mental note.
Yeah.
He has size, all right.
That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do all the Teddy input.
Yes.
Teddy would love to do another input in Bobby.
Very well played, sir. Very well
Teddy's gonna
played.
choke it
Yeah.
chicken pot pie.
I was gonna say he's choking on his chicken, but then that got weird, and I was like,
Choking on chicken, you see?
You don't say.
"Oh
I got something else you can choke on.
my god!" Speaking of Bobby Lashley,
No, actually, no. Bobby Lashley is a good he's a good competitor against
He's
Brock
a
Lesnar.
good person?
No, he's a good person. No, but if there's a wrestler on the roster that can be an equal size and possible stature in and outside of the ring, would be somebody like Bobby Lashley. The problem is Bobby Lashley's as interesting as a brick. So
Exactly.
no one's going to ever care.
So what about Elias? Elias is pretty big.
Yeah,
But he's like,
And if he starts off with hitting him with like a guitar or something,
but they've already shown his weakness, because he's lost
what, scarves?
over. That's not actually a weakness. I think that's a strength. It adds personality.
no,
I like Elias. I like him very
It
much.
also
with
provides a strangling
method.
weapon. Yeah.
Weapon, yeah.
I mean, I would.
Along with the guitar.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Elias go up against Brock, but I feel like they're gonna probably put Elias at the Intercontinental title first. Who knows what they're gonna do with Dean and Seth? I guess we'll get to that. I guess you already got that at the show.
Yeah,
out the
no,
way,
that's not a
but
thing.
Who knows? They'll probably have Seth and Dean for the Intercontinental title. Dean will probably win, and that's where you can plug in Elias as the next competitor.
Yeah, because if they already have Bobby beating Elias to be the final member of the Raw Survivor Series team, it's just horrid. It's so bad. Raw really missed the note on this one, man. I think it was like too quick for them, and they weren't prepared.
Yeah.
To just like
Crown Jewel definitely screwed it up for them because that men's team is horrid.
I think the focus was they sleptwalked through Raw just to get to that finale of a show, which was amazing.
Delicious.
That was one of the best endings to Raw that I've ever seen.
I'm glad you brought it up. So, no, you were waiting for me, right? Okay, so you had Becky Lynch in the back, basically doing Ronda's armbar on her, and nobody was breaking it up. There was so many security guards. Then they played her music when she came out down the ramp.
Wait, how is that Ronda's armbar?
No?
No.
Oh, it's Alexa Bliss's move?
No, that's her. That's
her
her
armbar? Oh,
yeah.
so they both have an armbar?
Yeah, they're just different ones.
They're just different ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but
The disarm her.
Yeah.
Wow.
so so basically Ronda Rousey's move is the disarmer.
No, Becky's is disarmer.
Becky's.
Oh,
Becky's
Becky's move is the disarmer.
Yeah.
So Becky's pretty much is the disarmer, but Ronda Rousey's is pretty much like a judo-esque kind of armbar, like a jiu-jitsu style armbar.
It's an armbar.
It's an armbar.
Yeah.
Speaking of bars,
Cut to Jack Dempsey.
On 33rd Street, between 6th and 5th.
5th and 6th.
anyway,
If you see the suit store, you make the turn. Right when you see the suit store, that's what you do. You just make that. That's what helps me. Don't go to the strip club. Keep walking.
Don't go to scores.
Yeah.
we're right next door to the strip club. So
Yeah. Just keep going. Go after you see wrestling when you're all fired up.
So we see Becky assaulting Ronda.
Yes.
And then she comes out and she's like, I'm the man, which I'm still trying to have a hard time like really grasping that she's calling herself the man, because I'm like, is that gonna lead to some real ill crazy
Backlash?
intergender match or angle where she's going through the motions of getting some sort of surgery a la Caitlyn Jenner? Or
No, it's not gonna be that, but I will definitely be down for intergender matches. I will say that.
Yeah, I can see somebody definitely holding her own in an intergender match. Her name is Nia Jax, who fucking rocked the shit out of Becky.
Wow.
Which was not even cool, though.
That was not cool. In no way, shape, or form.
So, we've all seen the footage. Everybody's been talking about the footage.
And if you haven't, you can check out our Instagram at YupILW. Thank you.
Great job, Tara. Great job. You make me proud.
Shut up. Where's my Pinot?
So, Aramis, you being a wrestler, in-ring performer, I would like to know your thoughts on what happened.
Well, seeing the footage, I mean, it's hard to say because unless you hear it from Nia Jax's mouth herself, what she was thinking, to be put in that place is it's very unfortunate. I've been, I've had my share of botches. I've had a concussion, broken arm and whatnot, a pulled groin muscle, sports hernia. So I've had my fair of injuries, but, when you're in a position like that, and according to what people are saying, she wasn't in her state of mind.
That wasn't a work. That was a straight shot.
That was a straight shot. You know, like she meant to do that. And if that's the case, then she had some bent up hostility towards Becky Lynch for whatever reason. I mean, we don't know what happened backstage that she got to the point where she was like, I'm gonna rock her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock her for real. So yeah, that's messed up if that's the case. But again, we don't know what happened that led to that.
So my outside looking in perspective, Nia was getting hammered by, I think it was Lana. Then Becky came over. Becky, it looked like, hit Nia on a blind spot because Nia's hair was like covering her eye, and it looked like she hit Nia with a stiff shot. It maybe not intentional, but then what I saw from Nia was like an instinctive reaction because the way she just turned and hit her, it just looked like I just got hit. I need to hit back, and then knocked her down. You see Becky in the middle of the ring, starts to bleed, starts to compose herself. Then she gets back into the motion, does everything she has to do. You know, the other spots they had to do where she's also hitting Ronda with a chair, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes up the ramp and, you know, into the stands. At the top of the steps, she's just kind of like, you know, showing that she's the man. And it's funny because her eyes look like not all there. They almost look like cross-eyed but going in opposite directions. Like she doesn't look like she's all there. And that's how the show ended. It was kind of weird because she's just covered in blood. And it was great visual, but just a wild scene. Tara, your immediate thoughts when you saw all this popping off?
I definitely saw Nia just react. Like, I can understand when you're getting hit and, like, it looked like somebody hit her so hard that she was like, yo, what the hell? And just hit back and didn't realize it was going to connect the way it did. Because at first I was like, damn, they broke Becky's nose. But then you see that cut that's right next to her eyeball. And that's where everything was just, like, leaking out of. And I'm like,
wait, it was leaking out of her eye?
It was her eye. There's, like, a cut.
Oh,
right
see, I wasn't
by
sure.
her. Yeah.
I thought it was her nose. I didn't realize
no,
it was her eye.
it was her eye. So it's right here. All of this is cut up, and it was like leaking through there. So then it started looking like her nose. Don't get me started on the fans that were touching all her blood, and I'm like, okay, that's how you get hepatitis, but whatever. So then I'm watching all of this go down, and I already knew. I was like, somebody messed up. Like, that didn't look like a blood packet. Like, that wasn't fake blood. Like, you could tell that was blood. Like, it was crossing up. That was blood. People were, like, holding back from hitting her because I think they all started realizing it. And the only one that kind of didn't realize it was, like, Lana, because you could see Lana had bloody hands, too. And I'm like, because she's just there, the dodo bird that she is, just like, I'm going to hit her again. Like, let me just hit her again. And I think it kind of just made everything that Ronda had to say null and void. And, you know, she was there talking about her avocado toast and millennials, which was cool. It was shots at white boys, which I was like, okay, you're taking shots at your own people, like, haha, funny, but you were trying to get, like, the minority vote, and we still weren't there for you because we're gonna be there for Becky, like, whatever. And for the next day for SmackDown to start, and you're just there wondering what the hell is going on, and we really don't know, and you have all these rumors about what the hell is happening, and then to get, I don't know if you saw Nia's post. She posted her hand.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, as long as you guys know, we just don't deliver mail. Things happen. Is anybody going to ask about my fist?
Wow.
Which was...
Wow.
You know what? That to me was a little bit classless because, like, she fucked up.
Of course.
I disagree.
To be like, anybody going to ask about my fist?
I don't think it was classless at all. I honestly think I loved it. I think there is a part of WWE that said, you know what? We didn't get the match we wanted to get for Survivor Series, but I think we got something better. And this tends to happen with WWE where they are the best company at making, like, chicken shit into chicken salad.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. Like, they're really good at doing that.
Yeah.
So I feel like this moment where the botch happened, they were like, all right, cool. We're going to make Nia even more of a heel now and give more heat. And that's probably one of the smartest things they can do right now.
Yeah, but she's an unsafe worker. And the thing is that what I put together was I started doing some research.
He brought
receipts. He bought receipts.
I brought receipts.
He bought receipts, damn it.
I brought receipts.
Oh, Roger.
I have a piece that I found on Reddit. The history of unsafe practices by Nia Jax that someone put together. Yo, the
Was she a fucking doctor? Unsafe practice.
Yo, the
Mad malpractice.
Yo,
Mad
the
malpractice.
fucking name of this shit is hilarious. Like somebody was like they were doing a thesis and shit. So, and they list about 9 instances where Nia basically fucked up. I mean, talking about not catching Charlotte on a moonsault, giving her a head spiking Charlotte, messing up Bailey's shoulder.
Bad elbow drop to Bailey.
Exactly.
The wrong knee on a backbreaker to Asuka. I remember. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
The concussion she gave to Zelina at Evolution.
I mean,
It was called Give Divas a Chance, not Give Divas a fucking concussion.
I don't think that was like that bad though, because she just flung her. Like Zelina's tiny, you don't know how far she's gonna fly though. Like you should have felt better.
Oh, injuring Alexa Bliss's shoulder this year as well.
Oh yeah.
And now Becky.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? We always talk about like all the women that botch things. Like we had a whole list for Brie and all of this, but I never got a list of male botches.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is notorious.
I've never had those receipts from Sonny.
Oh no.
No. I mean,
Seth Rollins is notorious for it. Like if Bret Hart hates Seth Rollins for some reason because all he does is bitch about how unsafe Seth Rollins is.
yeah. But and not only that, Seth Rollins, his botches have been kind of like on a bigger stage. Whereas with Nia Jax, I didn't remember or know some of the botches that she had. That I had to look it up because I was just curious. I'm like, damn, who else did she hurt? And then somebody who put this thesis together was like, okay. So I didn't even know all this shit happened.
It's very like Nia Jax's botches are very inside wrestling style. Botches,
Yeah.
Wow, you have to really know what the fuck you're looking at.
It's not.
Whereas like Seth Rollins is like, I'm breaking John Cena's nose and I'm tearing Finn Balor's labrum and then I'm retiring Sting.
Yeah. It's like
those are pretty big and they're all at pay-per-views.
Exactly.
And one at Raw with John Cena.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to not know about those, but you know, Nia Jax, I didn't know, so somebody compiled this, so thank you, whoever you were.
I love the comments. It's like, good Lord, Brie must be overjoyed that Nia's taking back the crown. And then someone's like, that's the solution to the whole problem. Put them in prolonged series against each other. So just Nia and Brie just botching just all day long. Brie would die. A Nia botch against a Brie botch is not the same. It's not the same.
They would both die.
They'd be dead. They wouldn't make
Just end up shooting on each other. It's a real fight.
It would turn into a fucking UFC match.
Oh my god.
Another thing on this whole thing with Nia Jax. You know that Dana Brooke was getting flack for it because people were blaming her on the internet when it first happened, and they were like, "Oh, you see, Dana Brooke fucked up. She's the one that screws up all the time." And she actually put out a tweet because she was getting a backlash in the very beginning, immediately after this thing had happened.
Yeah, because there wasn't a really like hard cam like when Raw was actually showing it. You didn't really get a clip of what happened, but the last image was Dana and Becky, but that was before the actual hit.
Exactly.
So that's why everybody thought it was Dana in the beginning.
I didn't even notice Dana was there. My bad.
Yo, you know what's funny?
Because it's half her size now. That's why.
You know what's funny? I didn't even know she was there either.
Yeah, I didn't know she was there.
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight. Shout out to her. So you can't tell.
Yeah.
That's a good eye, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Good eye. I'm like, where was she? What corner? She was sitting down. She was commentating.
Like, remember, she was on the other corner. I remember they were showing like Ronda Rousey or whatever on one side, and then all of a sudden, that's when Becky came out with the chair. But before Becky came out with the chair, that's when she left Dana to fight Nia, and that's when Nia hit her.
Gotcha.
So that's what happened on the cam when you're watching Raw. Then all the replays happen. Then you really see what happened.
I was just looking at like the main ones. I was like, okay, Lana's there. Look at you doing things. Naomi bright as hell. Go ahead, girl. And that was really about it. I mean, that was a great way to end Raw. And the best part about Raw was SmackDown people.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that some shit? The best thing about Raw was SmackDown invading it.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Which takes us now onto SmackDown.
Ooh, wonderful segue.
Yeah.
The B+ show.
The B. And what would you give Raw? Yeah.
Oh, Raw for this week? That was a
C minus.
Yeah, and then if you add the extra credit from SmackDown, then you hit like the A.
C+.
Yeah. B+ maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that invasion actually helped because you never get to see the women invade. Really like that. I think last year it was co-ed, and then all I remember is Natalya grabbing Zack Ryder's pee-pee. Like when they were like walking down the hall, she like there's like a picture of her just holding his like whole package like when she's about to walk in, and that's the only thing I remember from last year.
You know what she said? You know what she said?
She said woo.
No,
woo,
she
woo.
said TJ.
Oh. Yeah, that picture is.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? That's the only thing I remember from last year, and I remember that was co-ed, so it's cool to see the ladies do it, and that's why they get.
But you know what's so
bonus
funny
points.
was that Becky last year was one of the main leaders in that too.
Yeah, she's a redhead. She's angry.
Yeah.
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 That's where it comes from.
Oh, that's what it is.
Pretty sure.
She's fiery.
She was also the first female drafted for SmackDown, the only one that hasn't switched.
That's right.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
There you go.
Yeah, she's not a switcher.
Lord.
So, all right, let's talk about SmackDown. So we started off with AJ Styles and Paul Heyman, and Daniel Bryan came out, said some shit like, "Yo, keep my name out your mouth," or like he basically said, "Keep my name out your mouth." He said, "So you're gonna get mad at me if I say Daniel Bryan?" And and forget it.
He went off.
It went off.
Triggered.
And they had this fake ass security guard trying to break them up, and then they're like, "No, please don't fight. Calm down."
So the pull apart was kind of whack.
Yeah, because then they went to commercial break and they came back and they were in the backstage fighting still. And Shane is like, "Yeah, stop! You guys
It was
stop."
just like so staged. It was like a tight.
Yeah.
It was like a tight shot, and it's just like, and it's funny how like all this madness is going on, but they made sure to stay in frame on the TV.
Paige in the background like, "Hey, you guys, like, stop!" Like,
Paige here, stay in camera, stay in camera. Stop fighting! But if you are going to fight, stay in camera.
This is my good side. Thank you. She's like breaking them up and smiling at the same time, like, "Hey."
She's like posing for this. She's posing for the camera. Stop it. Pose 1. Stop it. Pose 2.
And then for fighting, Shane's like, "You get a title shot." It's like,
Yeah, exactly. So you got rewarded for the fighting. Don't worry about it. You're not a Survivor Series team. You're getting a title shot tonight. All right? That's it. That's how we're doing it.
like, no sense. That made no sense.
Okay. So instead of getting suspended, you get an extra dessert.
I got another chicken pot pie. That's would be another dessert for Sonny, not a title
Wait,
shot.
why it's gotta be about me right now?
Oh,
It's
I don't
always
like
about
dessert.
It's always about you.
Well, for Daniel Bryan, it'll be a vegan chicken pot pie. So just remember,
It's tofu and almond milk that's made into the.
Oh, that sounds so bad.
Yeah, it does.
tip of almonds.
And then you get all of that.
Why is almond milk not nut juice?
Oh God.
And with that, I am going home. It was real. Good night, guys. Thank you for having me.
Because nobody wants to drink your nut juice, Sonny.
I see that Beige Benoit is channeling Teddy. And you know what? I am not allowing that shit.
Oh my God.
The only time I'm serving nut juice is on my dates.
Oh my God! Ew, that's even worse than Teddy. Yo, please do not do that shit ever again.
Yo, Sonny is so disgusted and aroused at the same time.
No, I am not aroused.
Yes.
I am disgusted.
No, yes, you are. I saw the table tip.
Oh shit! Really? We're gonna talk about. All right, so hold up. We're gonna start. You know what? Let's talk about how your last weekend was when you were getting stalked by Teddy.
Speaking of arousing,
Now, let me tell you. I had to wait to get home and check my Instagram to find a picture of myself with hearts. And I'm like, what is this? And guess what? It was a message from the general manager of Yep, I Like Wrestling.
and were you just like in the street walking?
Well, so
and-
I had a match at BCW in the Bronx.
Shout out to BCW,
Shout
Anthony
out
and
to
them.
BCW, yes,
Plus
Anthony
all
Cole. So, little to my knowledge, Teddy was there.
So Teddy was there taking hidden photos of you. But I also heard like some other shit had happened too.
Well, according to the rumors, a speaker fell on him. Now,
Fell or thrown?
Wow.
Well, with the mayhem that was going on that show, it was quite possible that it was thrown.
Oh shit!
And he just happened to receive it.
You see what happens when you're not doing your community service? You see?
And you know that Teddy's willing to always receive and shit. So.
Wow. A point for Sonny.
He's coming back. He's coming
Good job. You get a point today. You know, this show's actually sounding pretty good. I might have to go to the next one that you're on. I might have to make it to the deep depths of Castle Hill, I guess. We'll make it.
The depths of Castle Hill?
Yeah.
The hills of Castle.
Yeah, the hills of Castle. I'm not sure. I haven't been to a BCW show yet, so it's definitely on my to-do list. So
Yeah.
I don't want to go if you're there, though. That's yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be there in January.
Yeah. So I've been in the corner just chanting Hercules, Hercules. You know, I'll be prepared. So and I don't want to sit anywhere near any speakers. Keep me away from all the speakers.
I might be buying tickets for you right under the speaker. But we'll find out more about his tangle with the speaker when he comes back after he does his community service.
You know who's used to community service? Jeff Hardy. Oh, boom! I'm out. Gotta go.
Good segue.
Damn.
You know, that's a great segue.
No blow.
I'm sorry, I love him so much, but God damn, it's true.
It's damn true. So, the community service won. Not Teddy. Took on Cien Almas. And, that happened.
Good match.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good match. And Jeff Hardy earned his spot onto the Survivor Series team. And I got to say, every time I see them, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina do the Tranquilo,
It's so cute.
I freaking love that shit.
It's so
That
cute.
shit is so dope.
I'm always afraid, though, that, like, not Jeff. Jeff wouldn't do it because he has daughters. One of the male superstars is going to kick her. Like, they're going to go for him and hit her by accident. It's going to be really bad. Like, I thought it was going to happen yesterday, or, like, Cien was going to fall on her.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
She's directly under him. I'm
Yeah.
like, nothing about this is safe.
Because
Like,
it didn't look like she was going to get out of there in time.
yeah. Like,
that's
he
a
got
big
hit,
dude.
and you just saw her look up like, because she just came back.
Yeah. By comparison, he's a really big dude compared to her.
Yeah, good for her. I mean, so it's dangerous.
Yeah. And then we had Rey Mysterio fight for his spot on the Survivor Series team.
Well, I thought that was pretty cool because you saw Ray in the back, and the Miz was trying to kick him off, and she was like, "Hey, you want a chance to like beat up the Miz?" And he was like, "Yeah, I would actually. Look, I'd really like to kick his ass. Thank you.
So
Thank you. I'll meet you. Oh, it starts right now. Thanks, Paige. See you guys.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It was
Good GM work, right?
Yeah. He was like, Paige, you're the best.
So then,
The moment of truth came.
exactly.
No affiliation with R-Truth.
So
break.
what's up?
There was no dance break. There was no what's up. No, none of that.
None of that. Shit.
Oh, his partner was there. His mixed match challenge
Yeah.
partner, Carmella, was there though.
So we had Becky Lynch come out to handpick who's going to be her replacement to take on Ronda Rousey.
Well, first she gave us the bad news that
yeah,
she's
but I mean, we
like-
got that shit at the beginning of the
She's
freaking
like, I got my
episode,
bell
too.
rung, dumb hard, and I can't wrestle now.
Even injured with a concussion, she cut a freaking dope ass promo. Because what was that she said? You're not the baddest bitch on the planet. You're the luckiest.
Yeah,
That shit was sick.
I
Like,
can't wait to get into an argument with somebody.
Please don't be me. I don't know, man. It just Becky just feels like she's just on a run right now, right?
yeah.
Like, does it feel like? I talked about this like last week with Glamazon. It felt like she was like on a run. She's got like, there's that stone cold Steve Austin like rhythm she's on right now, where she's just saying everything she needs to say, just crush everybody.
But this is what makes it so bittersweet of what's going on right now. This sucks for her because she's on the flow of her run, where she's like really hitting her mark, getting all this shine, and this injury is kind of killing that because she's not going to be able to continue with what she was doing.
I disagree. What I was thinking of is it keeps Becky safe from having to lose to Ronda Rousey. Because I don't think WWE, Vince McMahon, or these guys are going to let Ronda Rousey lose to Becky Lynch quite yet. But then alluding to this like stone cold kind of rhythm that Becky's going through, if Raw's ending was kind of like her Stone Cold versus Bret Hart WrestleMania 13 moment, or her King of the Ring moment, yesterday was her Owen Hart Stone Cold moment, where He broke his neck and he was out for a year, but when he came back, he had the rocket on his back and he was a revolution to all of WWE. And Becky right now might have that. She might have saved her own career because of Nia Jax. So who knows? It might have saved her run. It might have saved her heel turn. She might be able to go face and still have this popularity right now.
So I agree with it, but I also look at it in another way, and this is the way I'm looking at it. Because of where certain talent is right now on the roster, I feel like Bayley and Sasha are kind of being cast aside. We have Charlotte replacing Becky and them kind of making amends on SmackDown because she's taking Becky's spot against Ronda. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is setting up for a possible reunion of the 4 horsewomen.
True.
Which is Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky. And imagine if they were to go up against Ronda
and her 4 horsewomen
and Shayna Baszler and the other 2 who I would never remember their fucking names.
I was just about to say
Tara knows their names.
Oh God, Carrie.
She actually pronounced them. She pronounced them properly last
time I did it right. I
know. You did it right. I can't even remember that shit. But basically, the other 2 blonde chicks.
There we go. Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir. Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir are both under NXT in developmental. Marina Shafir is also the baby mama / future wife of Roderick Strong.
Fun fact.
Fun fact that I never knew. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because they're coming with that UFC background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jessamine has a little more indie background than Marina does, but Marina's totally fine on her own. She'll hold it down.
So imagine if we had the first ever female faction versus faction that was to rival NWO versus WCW, DX versus the Hart Foundation.
Oh my God, I love
the freaking.
What was it? The Corporation versus DX as well?
Yeah, or we can even talk about the DX versus the Nation.
Yeah, DX versus Nation domination.
Yeah.
When Triple H was in blackface, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll save that for
our February podcast. Black History Month podcast.
Yeah, we'll save that for the
great moments of Black wrestling history.
There was a Puerto Rican takeover, so you can definitely have your Nation of Domination takeover with Teddy, because Teddy was alone for a very long time.
Yeah.
Teddy's been alone.
Yeah. You know, another faction to compare: Freebirds versus the Von Erichs.
Oh, so good. Good old days right there.
Yeah.
Can I get a little say here? Oh, okay. That's cool and all with your 4 horsewomen against 4 horsewomen. That's not going to happen yet. Sasha and Bayley are nowhere near that. Like, at all. Like, I feel like those UFC women will annihilate them. Not when it comes to gimmick or anything else like that. They're just scary. Like, have you seen Shayna Baszler? She's scary as hell. So,
I mean, did you see what they did to Kairi Sane at Evolution?
Like, they're not ready for that yet. Yes, that's going to happen in the future. I think that they're going to get really deep into, like, women's tag teams and, like, factions, and all of that's going to happen. But I think right now what we need to focus on is Becky being a badass and finally getting her time to shine, because everyone else had their time. Charlotte always gets her time. Yeah. Bayley has gotten her shine. Sasha's gotten her shine. Sasha had Snoop Dogg come out with her. Yeah, granted, it's her uncle or whatever.
She had so many first matches too with Charlotte.
Yeah, they get all this shine, and then Becky was just kind of there being punny all the time, and we needed her to be this.
Oh, no, but I'm not trying to take away from Becky. I'm not
rushing any of that yet.
No. I'm just saying, like, if we were to have a faction versus faction, you know how, like, you have the, like, say for instance, we look at the 4 horsemen, right? You know, it was Ric Flair, then it was like whoever was that other budding star, like whether it was Barry Windham or Lex Luger,
Benoit.
Benoit was
a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, at the time I don't really consider, but I got what you're saying, because it was like that. I felt like that 4 horsemen was 4 horsemen of Jays, but anyway,
like the main one was.
But it was always Ric Flair, the budding superstar, and then Arn and say Tully Blanchard. Bayley and Sasha, that's your Arn and Tully Blanchard. Like they're 3 and 4. Becky, I think would rotate with Charlotte as being. I look at them as 1A and 1B and interchanging, because Becky deserves it.
That's perfect.
You know, and to look at the feud, like seeing Charlotte versus Shayna, while Becky's versus Ronda, and then they switch up, and then they switch, opponents. While Sasha and Bailey could take on the other two
Jessamine and Marina,
that we never remember their names.
I definitely thought Becky was gonna go for Asuka. It was really cute that Lana was like hyped for it. And she was looking at her like, "Hey, yeah, girl, it's me. Hello, look at all the baby blue. I got a new gear. You like it?" And it wasn't a thing, but I definitely would have went for Asuka because of the beef that Charlotte and Becky have had for so long. But then I don't know. There's something about it that you can tell. Like, yes, we hate each other. Yes, we had this long-standing beef, and let me finish.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm actually going.
Yes, I'm gonna acknowledge the hug.
Yeah, that was dope.
I support the hug because it's like, listen, I still hate you. We still got beef, but you need to handle business for the family. And then when we're done, I'm gonna fight you again. Like, go ahead. No, go ahead. I see you. Go ahead.
That's the kayfabe perspective, which I totally agree with.
It's still real to me, damn it.
But you didn't feel like everything was a work up until that hug, and it was like, yo, I can't believe this fucking bitch knocked me out. And it was like, and I felt like that was the conversation they were having. She was like, and she was like, nah, don't worry about it. I got you. We'll get that bitch later. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take your place, but you got your shot. You got your push. You're gonna be good. Don't worry about it. We're good. And then she backed up like, all right, I gotta go back into character. All right, I'm cool. I'm gonna walk out looking mad cool, even though I'm mad pissed right now.
I don't like the hug. I didn't like the hug.
I like the hug because I like when
I hated the hug. The only way I would like the hug is if it's some reason it's like, okay, cool, they got the hug out or whatever. It kind of broke kayfabe, but let's say Charlotte loses to Ronda and Becky goes back to beating her ass for failing in that match. Nah. That's where I'm like, all right, you got the hug, you did your best, and then she turns again. We need another turn.
I'm really
I
Puerto
can't
Rican
have her
for
turn
this
face.
because maybe I'm really Puerto Rican, right? Because I can hug my cousins and still want to drag them and still want to fight them. Because Puerto Ricans, we cut our cousins. We really don't care. So there's that love-hate where I love you enough to like not kill you,
but I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
she knows Irish. She knows Irish last kicking, not Puerto Rican judo.
I'm just saying.
Judo know if I got a gun. Judo know if I got a knife. Judo know nothing, Bobby. Like, no, that's not it. That's not what we're doing. He's Irish.
I don't care.
I know she got red hair like a Puerto Rican, but it's not the same.
Rude. Yo, take that out.
Yeah, but you know what? He's half Puerto Rican, so I'll allow it.
I'm just saying it's perfectly fine, and they have a history of hugging. So.
But you know what? Here's the thing.
Especially Bailey.
I'm a big SNL fan, and like I get a thrill whenever I see them break character and laugh. I also get that same kind of like thrill when I see wrestlers break kayfabe and just show true emotion. And that shit right there was some true emotion that I was like, wow.
Okay.
Am I agreeing with Sonny?
Yes, you are agreeing with me.
This is fucking weird.
That's true, because there's been plenty of moments where like New Day will say a joke and then you'll see Randy Orton break and start laughing in the ring. Like, that's true. There's been moments like that that are pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Oh, so when Sonny explains it to you, you know
no,
what?
I still don't like it. I still don't like it.
I wouldn't take that.
I still don't like it, but I can.
You can, seesaw back and forth.
No. I still disagree. Okay, I'll say this. I'll say this. I still disagree with the moment, but I understand your point as well, Tara Marie, Miss Glamazon. I understand it, and I understand Sonny's side.
It's Miss Glamazon if you're nasty.
I am.
His Instagram name is Steph McNasty.
PG people.
Yeah.
No, that's just the at name.
Yeah, PG stands for please God. Can we just get through this?
No, but I understand it. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Point, though.
Then after that, we had The Bar and Big Show versus New Day.
Is there any way to edit cricket noises into this podcast?
Cue the crickets.
It's true.
Was anyone else thinking break the New Day up a little? Like while I was watching
You can't.
Maybe not break them up, but can we give them individual like matches? Can we give them individual titles finally?
No. Actually, I was just more thinking, why is Big Show there?
Yes.
That's another one too.
Thank you,
and also, have you noticed that Big Show, his knees have gotten worse and worse? He was walking like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I was also thinking,
Racist?
What's,
No.
Oh.
He wasn't walking racist.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
What's
I
the
mean-
maximum age to be wearing spandex and lycra? That's what I was thinking the whole match because it was weird. It gets weird real quick once the Big Show steps out. It's like, bro. Even Kurt Angle puts a shirt on sometimes. Like
That's a lot of spandex. though.
Yeah. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm good on it. Definitely was a bathroom break though. That's when we I think I started drinking because I saw Big Show again and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I was trying to stay sober for the podcast and I was like, Big Show. Well, again. Here we go. Okay.
Big Show means Pinot. Drink him if you got him.
Yep.
No, drink the pain away.
After that, we had the main event of the night, which was Daniel Bryan defeating AJ Styles to become the WWE Heavyweight Champion after how many years? I mean, the last time he had a championship, that shit was
Intercontinental title 20.
No, I'm talking about the WWE Championship.
Oh, that was 2014.
That was when the championship was like had the squiggly lines for the W.
Yeah, that was when it was still the undisputed. Like, he had both the world and the heavyweight. That was 2014 WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. So, who was shocked? And don't raise your hands because it's an audio podcast. Nobody's gonna see that shit.
Aramis, were you shocked?
No, I wasn't. It was going to happen eventually. So.
Yeah, but did you expect it to happen right before Survivor Series?
Actually, I thought, you got to expect the unexpected, man. You can't say, nah, it's not going to happen. You have to watch it with an open mind and go, it's possible. Mm-hmm. So, see, me, I try not to have any predictions. I just take it as it's thrown at me. And I'm like, wow. Holy shit.
Take it as it's thrown at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teddy's probably texting you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Take these DMs,
That's
Aramis.
what you get for siding with Tara earlier.
Speechless. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I'm flabbergasted.
Connected at this point.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah. Trust me, when Teddy reaches you, he will be. Tara, how about you? Were you surprised by Daniel Bryan winning?
Yeah, because I always feel like there are certain things that I measure things by. Pause.
Beige Benoit, get on that.
I feel
Noted.
like Daniel Bryan's gear right now is super trash. So why would you want to push somebody with gear that looked that bad? One. Two, why are you going to push, why are you going to do this right now? Like, we have no emotions going in. We really don't care. And we're like, all I can see is him getting annihilated by Brock Lesnar. Like, he only eats plant protein. He's not going to make it. Like, Brock Lesnar's going to go in there eating like a dragon heart. And then what? Like,
He's not Drogo.
So the fact that wait. I'm sorry, but she set the shit up. So the fact that he doesn't eat meat means that he's not gonna win.
yeah, you got Brock who's like out here just slurping down Jimmy John's all day long. Like,
Teddy wouldn't mind him slurping him down. There we go. All right, I'm done. I'm done with the Teddy impression. That's the last one.
I don't know. I was definitely surprised though. By that time, it was like the end, and I was like, "Oh, freaking L'Oreal and Pantene! I can't even do this right now." So I started like cleaning the room up because I was just like, "Oh, it's whatever. Nothing's gonna happen." But then that happened, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of interesting. Good job, SmackDown." But I was anticipating. I know you don't like predictions, but I need to start watching like that. That's weird. I was anticipating like the Raw men. That sounds horrible. The men of the other show,
Monday night program.
Monday night program. Yes, the men of Raw coming in. Oh my God, it gets worse. And invading.
It just keeps getting worse.
I'm trying really hard not to do another Teddy impression.
She just keeps laying it up there.
Yeah.
Wait,
The alley-oop.
Yeah, coming on strong.
Oh, God. No.
she keeps going, coming on strong.
Speak for yourself, Tara.
Yep, and I'm done.
These raw men can come on strong me. Now I'm done.
Yo, Teddy is gonna fucking drag you through the mud when he comes back. Because he's already cleaning the mud that he's gonna drag you through because he's in community service. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh my.
You know what? Just for some fun, I might even crank call him. Tara, you want to join me on crank calling Teddy?
I don't do crack. That's the different. You're not from the Bronx. Oh, Manhattan, Puerto Rican's different.
Crank calling.
Crank. Oh, yeah, sure. We could do that.
Okay. Beige Benoit.
Was I surprised?
Yes.
I wasn't surprised at Daniel winning, but I was surprised at him turning heel. Actually smart that they made Daniel Bryan become the new champion to fight Brock Lesnar. Because now he doesn't have to win a good way. He can win cheating. He can win with a chair shot. He can win by any other default way.
He could win by mass murder, because doesn't he look like
the son of Sam?
No, not the son of Sam. Charles Manson.
Charles Manson, yeah, with the beard.
Yeah, like he's looking like on some sadistic shit.
Yeah.
The
Like
sadistic
he
smiles
does-
he had at the end.
I was
and, like,
thinking very
kicking
Secret
AJ's face.
Window. Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, Secret Window. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like him with the little hat, just like
True.
Yeah.
crazy going. Because he was doing that weird sadistic smile too. I don't know. I got
Because how do you fight strong? With crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Sonny, do you care?
I was shocked because I didn't think that they would actually put Brock and Daniel Bryan in the same ring.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, especially because I mean, 1 wrong and 5, and you never know.
Exactly. I
So-
mean, to me, I thought he's still fragile.
Yeah.
The fact that he came back,
Well,
mean,
actually,
so-
you know what?
you
It
saw what
wasn't
he
even
did-
just that. It was also the fact that he refused to go to Crown Jewel. That's a little bit of a reason for people to get buried. Because I mean, you haven't heard anything about John Cena coming back.
Oh no!
Even though it's been a week,
John Cena
but-
doesn't care. John Cena don't care about
But
that.
I'm just
He's
saying.
making music videos, boy band music.
He's selling
videos.
vodka now.
Yeah, he's selling
No,
Sky
he's selling vodka now.
He just released a new vodka commercial on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Sky Vodka.
Yeah, why? Because you can't see it.
wow, that was a good one.
Oh man, that's good. It was.
We're not gonna tell him that though.
It's too late.
Yeah, too late. I already heard it.
I'll allow it.
You heard the
you.
compliment.
I do not like this episode. or the record. Just saying.
Yeah, it's all good. So,
Wow.
yeah, so we have Daniel Bryan taking on Brock Lesnar.
Or back to your Crown Jewel thing. What if they put him against Brock Lesnar to punish him on purpose? And they're like,
they've done
kill
that.
him.
They've
Go."
done that.
Yeah,
They've
they're
done
like,
that to Daniel
"Sick
Bryan before.
Well, if that's the case, then Brie better make sure she got that shit all in order.
Or insurance.
They've done that to Bryan before. Remember, it was
Vegan insurance.
the World Championship match against
Hopefully she
Sheamus. He
doesn't
lost in
botch
16 seconds.
She botched the insurance already.
Oh,
She's got to pay.
Yeah, so I feel like they just were like, you know what? Put Daniel Bryan in there. And then they were like, release the Kraken. Yeah.
German suplex. German suplex.
Yeah.
I'll show
Suplex
him.
City.
Oh my God, his poor neck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what? Craig
His
was
neck,
broke.
his back.
Please continue.
Nah, I'm good.
He's a vegan and he's cracked. I saved it because he thought I was going there. He thought I was going to go the other place. I didn't.
You just saved it. You just saved it. You just saved it.
Oh my God,
It is a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
that was amazing. Oh shit, that was good. I just got something in my eye.
Tears of joy.
I mean, if you figure you have Kurt Angle who's broke his neck like 7 times and they still got him out here just like getting flipped over and whatnot, like Daniel will be fine. He'll
Yeah,
be
that's
okay.
true. That's true.
He'll be fine. He gonna catch it though. He's gonna hit Suplex City. I'll tell you that right now. They're doing this on purpose to punish him.
Yeah.
They're doing this just to hurt him. I'm pretty sure because that's what they do. They're very spiteful.
Yeah,
You know, just saying. I don't know. I'm just here. I get paid in Pinot.
I mean, alluding to being punished in a match, that did happen to Daniel Bryan before with Sheamus at WrestleMania.
I mean, really, do we call that a punishment?
I mean, it was a 16-minute match. He lost the title to Sheamus. 16-second match.
Yeah, I'm about to be like 16 minutes.
16-second match. He lost. But the funny thing is that actually that's what made the Yes movement happen, too.
Well, that's the thing. You know, somebody today in the Yep I Like Wrestling group was complaining about, why did they ever turn Becky heel when because the fans never stopped cheering for her. But at the same time, by turning her heel, it was almost like you took a step back to take a leap forward because it showed how really behind her all of the fans were.
Yeah,
So it was like they rebelled against the character change and made her even more popular. That the character actually merged into something totally different.
Yeah.
While still being over.
Yeah.
So
it does give you, like, turning heel in a lot of wrestling senses does allow you to be a bit more creative in how you talk, who you talk to, how you act, how your matches end, what you do in your matches. So I'm fine with it with Becky, and I'm fine with it with Daniel Bryan, because now even he admitted, and he said backstage, and there's a reason why that he turned heels, because he felt the character of Daniel Bryan was becoming stale. Like, you even see the yes chants weren't that, enormous anymore. They weren't there like it used to be. So
when yes goes when it goes from yes to yeah.
Well, you have people like Teddy yelling at children not to do the yes chant. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we went to SmackDown and he was slapping children's hands down so they won't do the yes chant.
No.
We're not doing this. He was like, stop it. And the parents were laughing. I'm like, you got a random tall ass black guy like telling you slapping your kid's hand and you're like, cool, it's fine. We're in Newark.
It's Newark, that's why.
Shout out to Newark,
home of nothing.
The set of Thriller. Yo, shout out to Roger for that one. I'm still cracking up at that shit.
He still got off the train station and all you saw was Thriller.
He said that Newark is the set of Thriller.
Crackhead City.
I thought it was all jokes. I used to joke around with Teddy, but it is real life.
Yeah.
I got off that train and I was like, I am not safe. I'm in danger.
Danger, Will Robertson. Danger. All right, so listen, let's wrap up by going over our predictions for NXT TakeOver War Games as well as Survivor Series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the card. After each match, I'm going to go around, ask everybody their prediction. All right, so starting with Aramis for NXT TakeOver grudge match between Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. Who do you got?
Johnny Gargano.
All right. Beige Benoit, Johnny Gargano or Aleister Black?
I actually have Aleister Black.
Okay. And Tara, who do you got?
Gargano. You knew that already.
Yo, why you had to say it like that, though? Like it's a fucking sex line and shit.
What are you going to do tonight? I'm going to Gargano.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know what that is. Please, never say that word around me ever again.
You asked, okay? I thought I was just doing the lead.
Yeah, but I need you to tell me Gargano.
I just thought I was doing like Baszler and Sane, and then you went straight to like Black and Gargano, and like
you go straight to Black.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's also new.
It's
very new.
You know what? I don't want to know about your ride home with Beige Benoit. Please just leave that.
What happens in Brooklyn? It's not your
Moving on.
Let's move on.
So
wait, who do you have?
Oh, who do I got?
Yeah.
I feel like doing a Teddy and just shitting on every single one of these. But I'm actually going to say...
you got to pick.
No, I am going to pick. I'm going to pick actually Aleister Black. I think his comeuppance against Johnny Gargano for running him over should come about now. Because Johnny Gargano needs to freaking be elevated to something else. And I feel like he's... Gargano's a perpetual loser anyway. No offense.
It's true. He could kind of lose and it never hurts his character.
Yeah.
Never hurts him.
Yeah.
He's like the anti-Bray Wyatt.
Oh, shit. Okay. Damn.
It's like he loses, it's totally fine. Bray Wyatt loses, no one gives a shit anymore. Like, yeah.
And where he wins too, nobody gives a shit either.
That is true.
Unfortunately. Cool as hell though. But anyway, NXT Women's Championship 2 out of 3 falls match. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. Who do you got? Aramis.
I'm going to go with Shayna.
All right. Who do you have? Beige Benoit.
Going Shayna.
Okay. Tara, who do you got?
I'm going for Shayna, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sane came out of nowhere with her little pika ass and was like, oh my God, I win. Like out of nowhere, but my brain is going Shayna. Like, because I like, dirty, angry people.
I feel like this is another place where the other 4 horsewomen are going to interfere and at least probably tipping point for Shayna in this match.
I think Kairi Sane's going to pull it out.
Hey.
Of what? Ooh, tell us.
that thing that she carries. She's going to pull it out of somebody.
Pull it out.
Oh, man.
Aramis wasn't prepared for today. The next time he's on the show, he's gonna be like, all right, I gotta be.
I thought Teddy was on vacation.
You've never been here.
No,
while I'm here.
No, this is my first time with you.
Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I've only heard you, but I didn't think he was gonna come.
Bitch.
Oh.
Full steam ahead. She really came. Full on.
No comment.
Yeah, she did.
All right, let's move on.
Wait,
Jesus.
you?
Oh, me? I told you I was like
Zane?
Carrie Zane. I'm the only one picking Carrie Zane.
Because she's Asian, or you feel bad?
No, I like Carrie Zane.
You really think she's gonna beat that beast?
I think she's gonna win.
Oh,
Okay. Interesting.
2 out of 3 times.
Yes,
think?
2 out of 3 times.
Okay, I was just checking. I want to make sure that you understood what was happening. Okay.
Yeah, I do understand what's happening. Dick. Anyway, next match. NXT Championship match. Tommaso Ciampa versus the Velveteen Dream. Who do you got, Aramis?
I'm gonna have to go with Velveteen.
Oh, wow. To be the new champion. Okay.
Yep.
Beige Benoit.
I, too, have Velveteen.
Okay. Tara.
Same. And Ciampa's gonna be on the main roster, and he's gonna hit. I think he's gonna be on SmackDown.
Interesting.
And-
Call-ups after Survivor
Wow.
Series.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
All right.
he's gonna hit straight to SmackDown.
All right. Well, that's pretty dope.
Is that not a thing? Am I bugging right now?
No. Actually,
Okay, that's actually a good
We always
question.
have, like,
That's a good
one
question.
random.
If they are calling Ciampa, would you put him on Raw or SmackDown? Is there enough room for Ciampa on SmackDown? I don't think there is.
AJ was the champion for 371 days because we kept hearing it. So I think he's gonna go on a little vacay. He wants to reconnect with his daughter. He has to let her know that Samoa Joe's not gonna be her dad. So he has a lot of catching up to do.
and spend some time with Wendy.
Yeah. So I think he has to do all of that catching up. So that's why that void champion can definitely fill. But he does look like a Raw persona, and I think that'll happen eventually. But they do need someone who's gonna AJ Styles has a lot of catching up to do at home. He needs to go fix his home life right now.
Like Wendy.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Well, I think it's a unanimous because I'm definitely going for Velveteen Dream also to win the championship. And, Velveteen.
I see him holding the title until WrestleMania TakeOver, and he finally faces Ricochet again. And that's for the title. I think that's the main event for this WrestleMania.
For NXT TakeOver at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
That's a nice twist.
Yeah. You have Adam Cole win it at the January TakeOver, taking away the North American title from Ricochet, and now you have Ricochet's build up to getting the NXT.
I definitely could see that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then the main event of NXT TakeOver War Games is the NXT North American Champion Ricochet, a.k.a. Teddy's apple of his eye, and the UK Champion Pete Dunne, and the War Raiders versus the Undisputed Era. Who do you got, Aramis?
Ricochet's team.
Okay. Who do you got, Beige Benoit?
Undisputed Era.
Ah, okay. Tara, who you got?
Damn, I had Undisputed Era too. But I will say that Teddy will be sliding just because of Ricochet.
So that's your prediction?
That's what Teddy got.
That's
That's my prediction, that Teddy will be sliding out of the chairs in Jack Dempsey's, and we will never be invited back.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Stains everywhere.
Okay, so, and my prediction, I'm actually going to go with Undisputed Era. So, yeah.
So why Ricochet then for you?
Well, I've been following Ricochet for about 10 years now, and if I had to,
Slide?
yeah. If I had to slide into a wrestler, it would definitely be Ricochet.
Yeah, I was actually joking, bro. You don't
No.
need to-
I'm
We
just
can't all be Teddy.
Listen,
We cannot all be Teddy.
I'm so thrilled that he finally made it to NXT, and I thought that he should have been there years ago.
Yeah.
He's a great talent, though.
Yeah, he's and the guy, for as long as he's been doing it, he hasn't lost a step.
Not at all.
I picked Ricochet because to me, that whole roster, to me, he's the best.
Got you. All right, cool. So now we're going to just give our quick predictions for Survivor Series. So we're going to start off real quick with the 10-on-10 Tag Team Traditional Survivor Series Elimination Match. which is on the kickoff show. So we got the Usos team filled with the New Day, Sanity, Good Brothers, and
Yo, was it the Puerto Ricans on there too? I forgot their names.
why you gotta say it like that though?
I forgot their. Yo, they've had like 7 name changes. Yo,
Oh,
I don't know who they are.
Like the
It's
conquistadors
Primo
or
and
whatever.
Epico.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Colognes.
The Colognes. There we go.
The
The Colognes.
Conquistadors?
Yo, dude, really?
Yeah.
Matador. Sorry, they were
The Matador.
They were
The
the
Matadores.
Team Don Coqui.
Yeah.
Yo, the team Don Coqui? What type of? Yeah, actually, actually, you know what? I kind of like that name though.
Team Latin Quarters.
Wow.
They had the little
Team Tale.
gang.
That's why I said the conquistadors. It's true. They've had like 7,000 names. I mean,
Yeah, that's what called the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, because they were like, "Come to Puerto Rico. Here's a pamphlet." Like
Yes.
that was definitely a thing. I'm going SmackDown for this one.
Yeah, I'm going SmackDown too because I don't even care who's on the other team. You got Puerto Ricans on there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I actually asked Tara, can she name 3 teams on the Raw tag team roster? She couldn't. No one could.
Rude.
No, I'm just saying no one could. Like who?
Now I can. I
Who
saw
are the
their
3?
faces.
Who are the 3?
Okay, I can tell you. It's Slater and Rhino.
That's one.
The B Squad.
That's 2.
Weird.
The Ascension.
Weird.
Yeah, that's 3. There you go. That's 3.
The captains, which are Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
So weird.
And the 5th team is I don't know. The first person pinned.
Dawson and Wilder.
Oh, the Revival. Yeah.
The Revival.
So weird. It's the weirdest group ever. I'm going SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is everybody going SmackDown?
I'm going SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not even going to I'm not even going to go through the whole.
There's not even even a tag team division on Raw.
SmackDown.
Yo, SmackDown, they did a whole hip hop video. There was fog, there was lights.
Yo.
You got the Usos out here like Usi
Yo.
Juicy. We go out to win this.
It looked like a beaded video.
Yeah.
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
Yo, you had me. I was like, y'all here. Hello, are y'all all wearing Air Force Ones? How is this gonna work? Are we gonna be like how?
The fuck? There was a Bob Bunty shit?
Yeah, I was with it. I was like, so how are we doing this? Because here for it.
Yeah, the
Here
Usos
for
teaming
it.
up with the Puerto
Sanity
Rican.
Sanity might actually take a shower.
Word.
It's gonna be really good. Like it's gonna be good.
You had
You had the
all,
Puerto Ricans. You had the skinheads.
No.
You had all the outcasts. In other
You had
words,
the neo-Nazi sanity
either,
team.
Either
Like,
men of color or outcasts. That's so that's.
They said something about purging. I was like, all right, we gotta go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they did say something about purging.
But those are the kind of people you want on your side. So yeah, I'm going SmackDown.
Okay, all right. Now let's talk about the Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, which is the AOP versus the Bar with Big Show.
So weird.
Yeah, the Bar comes out with the Big Show. Meanwhile, the AOP comes out with Drake Maverick.
oh my god.
I mean, it's like the total like contrast of
Of sizes. Got a Rockstar Spud.
yeah, Rockstar Spud versus
Oh my god.
the Big Show.
I hope we get a moment of it them two outside the ring.
we have to.
We need that.
It's definitely gonna happen.
Only way I'm gonna watch that
All
tag
right.
match.
So going around the table, Aramis, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Bar, even though I'm not a fan of the Big Show.
Okay. Beige Benoit, who you got?
We're going AOP.
Tara, who do you have?
You're gonna ask me. You know how I feel about the T-Mobile hookah loving AOP. So you know I'm gonna go the Bar here. I'm just saying.
So it's a split decision because I'm going for AOP.
So,
All right, going on to the next match. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if the title's on the line.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Oh, it is? Okay. So, Aramis, who you got?
Mustafa.
Oh, really? All right, cool. Beige.
I got Buddy Murphy.
Okay. Who you got, Tara?
I got me going to the bathroom.
Wow.
Thank you, Tara.
Cruiserweight matches are actually really entertaining and has really great spots, Tara. So maybe you should pay attention.
If I'm taller than you, I don't want to watch it.
Wow. That's just offensive.
You are, in fact, taller than both of them. so,
I'm
yeah.
taller than both of them.
Combined?
Possibly.
Probably.
Okay.
And you, Sonny?
You know what? I might be outside smoking a cigarette.
No.
no.
We'll be at
Honestly-
Jack Dempsey's and Sonny will look at me and be like, yo, cigarette? He'll be like, all right, so the next match is the 5-on-5. So we go smoke now. We can come back in time. We can just watch it from outside. It's lit. Come on, let's go do that.
No. Honestly, I actually want to watch this match. I'm actually going for Buddy Murphy.
Shout outs to Buddy Murphy, though.
Yeah. The cousin of Eddie Murphy.
Oh my god. Somebody was bound to make that joke.
All right. Moving on to the next match, we have the men's 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I'm not gonna rehash everybody that's on the teams. You know who they are. Who do you got? Aramis.
Team Raw.
I bet you do. Who do you got? Beige, Benoit.
I think Team Raw.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 for Raw. I really don't want to say that ever again. Tara, who you got?
I'm going for Team SmackDown.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. You know how I feel about Jeff Hardy, Shane McMahon. You got Samoa Joe. I think they're only like weak link that they're gonna like kind of maybe turn on themselves is gonna be Ray. Like they might, just because they didn't want him there in the first place and Miz was trying to kick him out. That might be the only weird factor, but everybody else is gonna work well together. And
why they gotta do it to Latino?
I can see Randy Orton jumping Rey Mysterio before the match too.
Something's gonna happen and they're gonna switch Ray out for some reason.
Randy Orton.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Why it gotta be the Latino, yo?
I don't know.
All right. Well, my pick is I actually think Team Raw is gonna win this. I'm actually picking Team Raw in this. So moving on to the women's 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Before I ask for your prediction, let me ask you this. Going around the table, who do you think is going to be the 5th member that hasn't been announced yet? Aramis.
Whew. That's a tough one.
Oh, I know.
Could be somebody from NXT.
Any names?
Don't know. Don't have one.
Okay.
But I'm thinking it could be somebody from NXT.
All right, cool. Beige Benoit, who do you think?
I was thinking someone from NXT too, and it was someone who debuted last week. I'm going to say Nikki Cross.
Okay. Tara.
I'm going to go on a whim here. Okay, first I was thinking Nikki, but I was like, how bomb would it be if it was fucking Paige? Like, Paige got cleared, and they bring Paige back.
There's rumors. There's rumors.
Oh, okay.
She did deny the rumors, but there are rumors
they're like
of her
all
possibly
about this,
cleared.
like, bleed blue and you know, Shane is doing things for SmackDown.
She also has the movie coming out, so if she got a little bit of clearance, they may be like, all right, fuck it, put her in there.
I mean, they're in wrestling. Why not her?
Yeah.
Maybe, but if it's not her, then it's definitely Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross or Nikki Bella?
Nikki Cross. Oh God, never Nikki Bella. Please don't even say her name. It's gonna summon her.
I'm gonna give you. Not only that, she's Raw, but
they could flip flop. They could switch.
They flip flopped. Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now doing her SmackDown debut is Nikki Bella. Like, what?
I love how the Bellas like collectively Voldemort of the women's division.
You can touch, but you can't. Oh, anyway.
Oh my
You
god.
can touch, but you can't look. That's not how the song goes. Consent.
Maybe that's how it goes for Teddy.
Consent,
Oh,
Sonny.
my bad. Consent. My bad. Yeah. Listen, man, I'm in a relationship. I don't need to worry about consent. I love you, babe. Anyway,
Not how that works.
yeah. All right, no, seriously. Actually, you know who I'm thinking could be the person that they bring in?
Dana Brooke?
The winner of Mayhem Classic.
Oh.
Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Tony Storm.
Oh.
You know what? I actually have a totally different pick. I think Tony Storm might be Mae Young Classic. Big it up.
I don't know, because she's from UK. So
And I think she's going to be the face of WWE UK.
Yeah,
Of NXT UK.
yeah.
But
NXT
that's
UK,
even
sorry.
more reason to do that.
to do a crossover to get people interested.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't fall
She
into the
wouldn't be
storyline
Team
of SmackDown.
SmackDown.
It wouldn't fall into the story.
But it doesn't matter. It's just
I love how we're racking our brains and
Yeah.
they've already written it and they do not care about our opinion.
They don't.
I'm just saying.
no. But you know what?
Because we're really stressed right now writing this.
But I do have one more prediction in terms of how they're going to reveal that person.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to do the same thing they did with where they had the men's team doing a Survivor Series style match where Bret Hart was on it and the Miz was like, "Oh, I'll be on the team, whatever." I don't think it was Survivor Series, but they did a Survivor Series style match, and that was when they brought back Daniel Bryan for the first time. You remember what I'm talking about? It was I forgot what pay-per-view. Bret Hart was on the team.
Oh god, that was like 20
2010.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Bret Hart was on the team, but he ended up wrestling Heath Slater for most of the match and got a chair and was disqualified. So that was how he avoided getting a bump. But it was a thing where they brought out Daniel Bryan for the first time. I think that's what's going to happen. But this time it'll be with Mandy Rose saying, "Oh, I'll come in," and then they're like, "Nah, Mandy, you're not the one. It's so whoever they bring in."
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
See
Anyway,
that?
I'm going for Team Raw here.
so no matter what, Team Raw.
Unless it's Paige. That's my only stipulation. If it's Paige, then I'm going Team SmackDown. Because even if it's Nikki Cross, I can care less. It's like, Nikki's cool or whatever, but like I'm still going to go for Team Raw because like that team is stacked.
Aramis, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Team Raw.
Beige?
Team Raw.
Okay.
Actually, no. SmackDown.
Team SmackDown?
I'm going SmackDown.
All right. I am actually going to go SmackDown because I feel like whoever is the person that comes out, Asuka's going to end up winning the whole thing. She's going to be either Soul Survivor or Asuka, and whoever that person is will be the survivors.
If Nia doesn't hurt them first, okay, I'm out. Bye.
Oh.
You know what? That's a valid fucking it's a valid fucking claim. Moving on to the next Survivor Series match, Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus the U.S. Champ Shinsuke Nakamura. Needs a fizz. I haven't said that shit in a while. Needs a fizz. So going around the table, Aramis, who you got?
It's a tough one. I'll go with Nakamura.
All right. Beige Benoit.
I'm going to go with Nakamura with Dean interfering.
Okay.
Oh.
Tara.
I'm going to go with Nakamura because he's been doing all his research and he's been watching he's been watching Seth all the time. He breathes Seth. What was it that he said? He watches him, his head, his body. He's coming for him. And I was like, oh, this got weird really fast. So if he's doing research, like Seth is over here worried about Dean and he ain't worried about all the
Shinsuke.
red patent leather. So he should be worried about that.
So you got Shinsuke.
Yeah.
And you know what? Unanimous. Shinsuke's winning it.
There we go.
Yeah. It's about time we agreed on something, people.
Yeah, well, we did agree on Velveteen winning.
So the minorities win for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so biased.
I'll allow it. All right. The Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus the replacement Charlotte Flair.
Do you even need to ask?
Yes, I do. Aramis, who you got?
Ronda.
Beige.
Ronda with one of the Ronda's 4 horsewomen interfering.
Tara.
Ronda.
I got Charlotte.
Boo! Who is this guy? This guy sucks.
I got Charlotte. I got Charlotte winning.
Really?
Yep.
Her first loss is gonna go to Charlotte Flair on an accidental match.
It's been done before.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been done.
On Survivor Series, out of all things.
Yep.
That makes sense.
That's
yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to our main event: Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus the WWE Champion Daniel Bryan. Actually, you know what? I want to go back and rescind my pick. I'm going with Ronda, make it a unanimous.
He thought about it. Thought it over.
He was afraid of the tar and feather.
No. No, because wait till you hear what my pick is for the next match. So, starting with Aramis, who you got, Brock or Daniel?
Well, my heart says Daniel, but my mind says Brock. So it's going to be Brock.
Okay. Beige, who you got?
I got Daniel the entire way.
Tara, who you got?
I thought Aramis was gonna say, but my balls. That's what he was. He's like, my heart says Daniel, but my balls say Brock. And I was like, wow.
I ain't gonna front. I was trying to move. I moved away from him because I thought the same thing.
That's it. No more drinking for you guys.
I'm gonna go with
As I take a zip.
because you still have left, you slacker. How much you get paid per hour for babysitting? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go for Brock here. Yeah, because if Daniel Bryan beats Brock, that's gonna be really weird. But let's hear your
I'm actually going for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's gonna win it. That's why I rescinded my Charlotte beating Ronda pick.
Can't have two upsets.
Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan's gonna beat Brock with some fuckery, as Roger would say, and that's gonna make him a bigger heel than he's already, and I think that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, would he be a heel though? Everybody already kind of hates Brock.
Yeah, no, but the thing is that
it'll make him a heel by kayfabe though.
Exactly,
Yeah.
It would make him a heel by kayfabe, but also he would get the majority of the boos. They're gonna cut a promo with Daniel Bryan at some point in the night. That's gonna make everybody say, "You know what? Fuck Daniel Bryan." And then when he's getting tossed around and beating the fuck up during the match, everybody gonna be like, "Yeah, Brock!" And then when Brock loses like by some fuckery, that's when it's gonna be like, "Oh shit!" So
interesting.
Yeah.
No, I mean we already had the no movement, and that didn't really work out too well for him. So
now we have the Manson movement.
Okay, cool, sure. That's not dark at all.
They've done dark before with WWE.
Very true.
Yeah.
So has Teddy. I keep his memory alive, damn it.
He's not dead. He's just fucking reserving community service.
Man, it's the same thing. You sent him to the Bronx. You sent him to the South Bronx.
All right, listen. Since you miss him so much, don't worry about it. We're gonna call him after this.
Okay.
Yeah, we are gonna call him after this. All right, so those are our predictions. Keep track of them, and then make sure you join us at Jack Dempsey's, and feel free to tell Tara that she was wrong. I mean, to let us know.
I was just about to say, if I was wrong, keep it to your damn self, because nobody gives a damn. I'm not your friendly neighborhood Glamazon. I'm your unfriendly neighborhood Glamazon. Ignore me if you see me. Go say hi to Teddy and Sonny. Thank you very much.
And with that said, yeah, join us at Jack Dempsey's.
Or don't.
I'm scared.
For some good food, good company.
I don't think I'm gonna come if she's gonna be this violent.
Oh, all I heard was, I don't think you're gonna come. I'm like, I don't know about that.
This has been a very sexual episode, Sonny. Wrap it up. Thank you very much. I'm telling Allison.
All right, so can we wrap it up already and get out of here?
Yeah, say the thing. Somebody say the thing.
Take us home, Sonny.
Wow.
It's so good. It's like he's here.
Wow. Yeah. And that's a wrap for episode 53 of the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow us on all social media at YEPILW, and subscribe to us on all podcast platforms by searching Yep, I Like Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. And on behalf of this episode, my name is Sonny Sofrito, and today I was joined by
Aramis LaPaz. You can see me. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, Aramis LaPaz Wrestler, or Facebook, Aramis LaPaz.
And I was also joined today by
Steph McNasty, a.k.a. Beige Benoit.
And I was also joined today by
the only person who actually counts here, your unfriendly neighborhood Glamazon, Tara Marie. Are we done? Can I go home yet?
Yeah, we're gone.
Is it my turn? Ready?
Yeah.
Bye!
Suck on that, Tara.
Stop! Every single... Yo, we did a whole episode without it. I was ready. The guy going up the stairs was like... he was like, yo, they talking about wrestling. He was a big boy.
Yeah.
He was
like, no way.
Like, I want to talk about wrestling.
Yep, I like wrestling.
Yep, I like wrestling. Yeah. God damn it. Yep, I like wrestling too. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, so like Nia beat Ember last week, and then Tamina came out and was like, let's put the cherry on top of this and really beat her ass.
Yeah,
so they beat her ass together.
There you go, right.
And then this week, you have Tamina fighting Ember with Nia on the side, and then Nia went from blonde hair to brunette, so that's how we know that she's really becoming dark.
Oh,
yeah. There was a hair turn as well.
Hair turn.
And Sunday, November 18th. Why you got fucking yawn? Your yawns cracked me up. Sorry. Because you go.
Because they always say that there's a ghost putting his dick in your mouth, so I'm scared, so I keep moving so it can't
So
like
you wait for them to
focus.
teabag you?
Oh, that's even worse.
Well, I just want to keep it moving
So in other words, you want them to teabag you instead. I got
Holy
you.
Jesus Christ.
He's learned so much today. Look at him.
Wait. Or Sunday,
Lord.
let's get started. You good to start now?
Yep.
Okay. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh shit, you're not good.
Oh shit.
Yes.
That's it.
Wow.
I'm like straight up like fucking Eric Cartman, bro.
The pastry got prettier. Yeah, there's like you funded their pastry press, so now they're like, oh, let's make it fancy. Yo, he loves this fucking pot pie.
Yeah, this is crack, man.
Oh, we got the fork. You heard that?
Yo, I even got Allison. She was like, "When you leaving, let me know. I may want a pot pie."